So as you see right here, this is a 40 by 100 pole tent here. It just so happens somebody reached out to me and they wanted to sell it, and I picked up this bad boy for $4,000 Canadian. And it's like new, kind of. What's up, guys? It's Lee here, the rental guy from the rental shop. You know the rental shop. 5 years ago, we started in the garage. Now we're here. Welcome to the weekly vlog. Now there's daily vlogs and there's weekly vlogs. Let's recap. Okay, as for executing the week, I made 4 or 5 daily vlogs this week that goes over the ins and outs, you know, this event, going to that event, taking down, blah, blah, blah. How much did we make? So this week we made 16K. So it's good. This week, staff. You know, staff. Let's just talk about staff for a minute. You know, last year Labor Ready was great, counted on them. This year, hired Labor Ready once, went okay. Second time I hired Labor Ready, hired 3 guys, 1 guy showed up. That could have sucked if it was a way more important event. Fortunately, I really only needed 1 guy, and I just wanted to, 3 just in case. Maybe 2 will show up, but 1 guy showing up, that kind of sucked. So Labor Ready, you know, I can't fully bank on them. You know, if I got something big, I need to make sure that I've got my core people. That being said, you know, there's better tools, so forth, you know, like the skid steer and the bit that Chuck made for me right there, so that, can act like a staff member. Anyways, I'm seeming to be a bad judge of character, or maybe I'm just a bad trainer. So the person I hired was a lot like last year. I gave them 2 weeks and they just weren't grasping things, and I just got a dud. So I had to let go my staff member, and I have someone new starting next week, starting on Monday. So I'm coming in with a clear mind. I consulted with my friend from Manitoba, one of the other tent company owners who owns a company a little bit bigger than mine and has dealt with staff more. And, you know, he gave me some valuable advice that I'm just going to lay on you, and I'm going to apply it this week to my new staff member. And that is make realistic expectations for the staff. When they come in, it's like, hey, you know, this is what is expected of you. And I know that seems like a no-brainer, but, you know, when someone comes in, and say if you're busy and you're trying to train them, sometimes you just do something without explaining. I think you need to properly train them, and then you also give them expectations. See, one expectation that I never have given too much in the past is I expect you to grasp this, and then I also expect you to be able to do things on your own, alone, right? So I'm trying to let go of some of the micromanaging and, not oversee too much and let them do things on their own. I don't need to oversee every single project. I think that I'm better served in my custom place in my company. So yes, big tent installs, you know, we'll go together, we'll learn the ropes. But other than that, like when there's pickups at the shop and there's returns, I gotta let the little birds fly so that I can be in the office, tent quote comes in so I can have it out in 10 minutes. You know, people love fast quotes, right? And so I'm really focusing on getting those quotes out. You know, if someone calls for a tent quote and I'm out on location, I get my wife to push it over to my extension so that I can talk to them right away. I'll say, hey, I'm Lee, I'm out on location, you're so important, so let me get a quote to you by first thing tonight. If I'm in the office, I'm gonna just get them a quote right away, because speed is everything. It's not always about price. It's important for me to have these quotes coming in, but then me fulfilling them quick, because the quick ones, people who want a quick quote and they're ready to book, well, I want to take their order, because, you know, sometimes you'll wonder why there's a lull mid-season or something. It's because you probably missed some quotes or you added some sort of inventory too late, and I want to make sure that there's a steady flow. I'm not sitting here wondering, you know, why do I have a lull of 2 weeks where there's no tents? What happened there? You know, did I let a certain client that goes repeat every year slip through my fingers? We're going to mitigate that. We're going to mitigate that by me being able to pay attention to the quotes, by having staff do things without me looking over their shoulder and micromanaging. I have to trust them, give them responsibility, and if they do good, I'm going to give them a raise. White resin chairs. if you don't use a clean cloth and they're dirty, you're just gonna be wiping that dirt around. So basically, I use a magic eraser to lift the dirt off. So spray it with cleaning spray, and then I wipe it with the magic eraser to loosen everything. Then I pressure wash it off, so then they're clean and just wet. And then on the final stage, you just wipe everything off with this, so that this rag stays clean and you're not wiping around dirt. Pretty simple, but essential to do it with white resin chairs. So these ratchet straps that are retractable are essential for us to do almost everything around here. We band the chairs. They'd slip around everywhere if they weren't banded, but like you can just manhandle them as soon as they are banded. And because they're retractable, you can do it super quick. So yeah, it's a small stack of chairs, but retractable ratchet. Grab it, clip it under the wood right there. Pull it around, other side here. Push the red button to make it tight. And then look, now you can do anything you want and stay. Anyways, this week, buying a lot of inventory, bought some white resin chairs, a whole bunch of glassware, some pop-up tents, some pop-up tent weights, some tables. I also found the deal of the day, which was fantastic. Somebody messaged me with a 40 by 100 pole tent. So I bought a 40 by 100 pole tent at the start of the year here, but then another one came up for sale. That was nice. You know, well, first of all, you know, someone else would have bought it and they probably would have started up another tent business, which might work against me. You know, because other businesses in my area, they probably don't care as much if another tent business pops up because, you know, they have trade shows and so forth. But I'm small enough that if another tent business pops up, that's probably one less tent that I get at the end of the year. So that is nice. Plus, these people that I bought the tent from, it seems like they do a certain event every year. And now that they don't have the tent, I'm going to try to pursue that event that they were doing every year with that tent. So it's a win. Right here, this is a 40 by 100 pole tent here. You know, and I'm finally at a place now where there's enough money in the bank that if a purchase comes up, I'm able to purchase it, right? You know, the skid steer came up and I was able to snag that, and then I got the tent piece made, so that'll help me install tents. And then 2 weeks later, this 40 by 100 pole tent comes up and I was able to easily slap $4,000 on that. Don't think that I'm trying to brag. I'm just trying to show you that things get easier.
Brag.
Don't listen to her. I'm not trying to brag. And then, you know, just able to fill orders so that when people book bigger things, I pick them up. You know, I picked up 80 tablecloths just to fill an order. I picked up, 13 pop-up tents, or they wanted 13 pop-up tents. I easily bought 4 more, and then 70 more weights or something like that. And, you know, the 65-inch TV, it seems like, you know, every week there's something big that I have to buy to fill an order, but it's really rounding out my inventory. So before, I just never had the buying power for that. So it's nice, you know, that the snowballing's happened where we have enough inventory that people are constantly requesting new things, but also, we have enough money to purchase these things constantly when people are asking for them. A huge glassware order came in, and we literally had to spend thousands of dollars just making it so that we could fill that glassware for next week. And you know, it's not hurting us. What is hurting us, however, is my inability to do productive staffing. So let's get into the showroom. As you can see, my showroom has been evolving from an open space to, well, I don't know what this is right now. But the thing is that showroom For me, it doesn't work. People are constantly walking in and being underwhelmed. So why even try? So basically, people come in the door and they see these things, but they never really ask to see samples of table centers or cutlery or plates matching it all, because we have all that stuff online. They want to have an experience. And to be honest, our experience exists on our website. Yes, we probably could make this room nice, but we don't have the staff to facilitate someone who's got 100 questions that the website can answer anyways, and then they hum and haw to book. It doesn't work. Now, don't get me wrong. Showroom is great, but I think it's great for wedding planners, people who, want to give custom experiences to people, people who want human interaction, stuff like that. Stuff that we just can't offer because we're a small team, and we are very concentrated on running on schedules, right? A wedding planner, they're like, oh, this might look nice, this might look nice. Can you tell me more about this? On the website, it already does that. So we just have to cut that demographic. So we're not focusing on any more little stuff than what we have right now. We've got, one table center option. We've got a few different types of glassware and fancy cutleries. But other than that, people rent the generic stuff from us. Everything else is just frosting. We've got enough that it'll draw people into the website and we get enough bookings. The real stuff, tents, tables, and chairs, it's all corporate emails. And that's what really keeps us afloat, is those corporate events. They want a tent and they want to deliver. They're most commonly, they're from out of town or from some organization, or an organizer is reaching out to us. People don't have time. It seems like the big ticket people, they don't have time to, just check around a warehouse. Everyone's on a busy schedule. They just want to get it done over emails. We'll send them quotes with 3D designs, pictures. They can view our website. We give them fast quotes. And that's where the real money comes from for us, not the showroom. Rant over. Anyways, everyone, that's the week. I hope you enjoyed the weekly vlog. We'll see you next week on the daily vlogs. Every day we'll do daily vlogs, just tell you what's going on, so that you keep watching and I keep making, and this whole YouTube thing will start snowballing as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you liked this video. If you did, press the like button. Show me that you like it. We'll see you on the next one. As always, you stay classy. Oh, and if you haven't, check out some of the daily vlogs that I did last week, because I'm spending a lot more time trying to throw this together for you. So if you watch it, that makes me happy. It makes it all worthwhile.